Run through the tape. In life, never give up. Run through the tape.
If you look for it, I'm gonna cut hard. And Dez made a spectacular pass. I was luckily able to finish it.
The toughest thing to do is win your first game. You gotta stay focused and get ready for Monday night.
Tonight, the Blazers find themselves in that same position and equally resolute.
Certainly disappointing to be 0-3 in the series. We just gotta keep fighting and can't give up. And we're gonna do whatever you have to do to win Game 4.
For the Blazers and the Bucks, it's win or go home. Next on TNT. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs. 3 games on this Monday night right now on NBA TV. Atlanta and Brooklyn, with the Nets trying to tie the series at 2 games apiece, but Atlanta with the 51-45 lead as they go to half on NBA TV. Here on TNT, Bulls with a 3-1 lead as they host the Bucks, and then the Grizzlies up 3-zip. They're going to try to close out the Blazers in Portland. We are in Studio J in Atlanta. TNT NBA Tip-Off presented by Auto Trader. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles, and we begin tonight with the news out of Cleveland. Kevin Love, with that dislocated left shoulder, will not play in the conference semifinals. His status, if the Cavs advance, not yet determined. Love got tangled up with Kelly Olynyk, who will serve a 1-game suspension when next season starts. J.R. Smith suspended 2 games for the arm swing that decked Jay Crowder Sunday in Boston. And Kendrick Perkins' flagrant 1 against Crowder has been upgraded to a flagrant 2, and he was fined $15,000. Reactions to the 2-game suspension first to J.R. Smith, Chuck.
Well, I think they didn't want to undermine the integrity of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Because you wanted him to come down harder, didn't you?
Yes, because he's a repeat offender. You know, it's interesting to listen to fans talk about sports because, I always think fans don't know anything because they don't. Because somebody tried to tell me he didn't try to do that, and I says, you know why he tried to do it? Because he had his fist balled up. You don't swing at somebody's head. Like, you guys accidentally poke you or smack you in the face, but their hand is always open. If you ball up your fist, you're meaning to hit somebody.
Sprained left ACL, by the way, for Jay Crowder on that.
Well, I'm so glad that he did, because I thought he blew out his ACL, because you could tell he got knocked out immediately. And listen, JR, I don't think JR is a bad guy, but he does stupid things.
You want to weigh in on that, or want to move on to the Chicago-Milwaukee thing?
Very fortunate. 1 game would have been absurd. 2 games is okay, but, it's a lot of people who feel he should have been, got suspended more because he's a repeat offender. But, when you make a play like that, I don't think he was trying to hit him in his face. Yes, he was trying to hit him, but, it's one of those things where you try to have people get him off you. My question
do you close your fist?
Yeah, every now and then you close your fist. But my question to the panel is if he would have hit him in the chest or hit him in the collarbone.
Different story.
That's a different story.
But you take that risk by balling up your fist and swinging and not looking.
I mean, it was a cheap play. 2 games, I guess, is fair. But I have to agree with Chuck.
Okay, Milwaukee, Chicago. Bulls trying to close things out. They have to take care of the ball better. They have turned it over like crazy in the series 80 times to the tune of 96 Milwaukee points, which was more than a quarter of the points the Bucks have scored in this series.
Yeah.
And it was a Derrick Rose turnover. He had 8 in Game 4, and it was his late turnover right here that gave Milwaukee a chance to win the game, and the Bucks took advantage, Kenny.
Well, I agree. This is a great backdoor and a simple cut, but
it was Common who scored the game winner.
He does look like
Laurie.
He does look like Common. But you know what, Ernie? The one thing about the Milwaukee Bucks, this is why they were constructed the way they are. They make you turn the ball over. They look very similar, without question.
Jared Bayless, for the record,
and but their ability and their length with the Greek Freak, with Michael Carter-Williams at 6'7" at the point. You have a lot of length, Henson, that's what they're known for. So you can't make the typical pass against them that you can make against other teams, and it's going to wear on teams throughout a series or throughout a season. So that's why they were constructed the way they are, to make people turn the basketball over, and it's working. So some of that is they're a little bit freakish at nature. of who they are.
Yeah, lead the league in turnovers and turnovers forced and steals. So do the Bulls close it out tonight?
Yeah, they're going to close it out for the simple fact they don't want Cleveland to get more rest. You know, we all watching each other, and the one thing you don't want to do is, like, we can't let the Cavaliers get a whole week rest. We got to finish this thing because, you know, you go a couple more games, a guy sprain an ankle here or there. You got a clinching game at home. They're going to play with a sense of urgency tonight.
I agree with Chuck, and, you know, they're also saying to themselves, you know, Kevin Love's going to be out. We really have a chance to, you know, beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of guys on the team really think they can beat them anyway, but now with the absence of Kevin Love, they're really going to close this game out tonight.
And JR, too.
So they can get to it.
You want to get a game, so you want to get it started as soon as possible.
Exactly.
That series will start against the Bulls in Cleveland Saturday if the Bulls clinch tonight. Cavs have home court. No J.R. Smith, no Love. First two.